Okay. Now, let me start the music. Okay. Hold on. What's it? And okay. Now, let's see. Am I muted?
Nope.
Alex says no. Okay. And thank you very much. Yes, yes. Okay. No, that's it. Thank you. You too.
Oh my God.
This is your brain on coffee.
How dare you?
Coffee is the precious black liquid of the gods, ladies and gentlemen. It flows through the veins of, well, some coffee drinking god guy.
Hi, everybody. This is the Godfather, Soul James Brown. I tell you, this business is on. My man is on. Check him out. This is the Godfather, Soul James Brown saying, stay with it and hit it.
Oh man. Oh man.
Words of wisdom from the Godfather of Soul, James Brown.
Yeah. Now, yesterday, for some reason, some lady named Johnson, last name was Johnson, came in at 5:09, and then I think Mike Johnson said somehow the ID said it was starting at 9 a.m. or something like that. It's like I'm gonna start putting in the time just in case if the IRA person doesn't help me with the putting in the time when I get those alerts. And so sorry about that. But what I want to do is, because I like the song so much, I wanted to play it again tonight. And then also we're also going to be talking about DLM and going to the concert and going to apton.com/Dreamland Music and putting in the code for $2 off 813.
All
wow.
right.
But hey, let's give the song a listen. And he gave this a very unusual name, and I can't pronounce it. So maybe you could help us with the name here. So let's check this out, and we'll be right back after this. Now, it sounds like I've heard that in a movie somewhere.
It's got that kind of retro sort of feel. It's got kind of an indie feel to it. I don't know. Indie is a type of music which is starting to become sort of prevalent. There's a couple of different bands out there that get into indie, but that's pretty awesome. Music unites everybody. Doesn't matter what political affiliation you have, or even if you have no political affiliation. It touches our souls very deeply, folks, and that's what Innervision FM is all about. We're the grassroots musician supporter, and we help folks that are also recording artists to get their stuff out there. That was Mike Johnson, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah. Now, he gave it an unusual name. I gotta ask him, why did he give it that name, this name? I mean, I think he may be in the, because I did let somebody in. I thought could have been him. Is this you, Mike?
I only see two of us here.
Oh, okay. I thought I let him in, but okay. Well, let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you the name of the song. Okay, listen. Okay, let me see. Let me give you the name. Come on. Where is the name of the song? Okay, here it is. Okay, it's PAG, P-A-G, then underline I-B-I-G, okay? Then N as in November, A, and then B-A-L-I-W. Now, okay, now, so he's not here to say
big what the ladies and gentlemen, you listen to Peg a Big Flag around InnervisionFM.com.
Yeah. I'm gonna take out some of these underlines, but I still don't think I will be able to pronounce it even if I take out the underline.
Okay. This gentleman that wrote this piece is from the Philippines, and he's I guess he's an American citizen as well that moved to the Philippines a number of years ago. And we have him on the show from time to time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to join us, hit us up at info@innervisionfm.com. And in the subject line, just tell us who you are, a little bit about yourself in the body of the email. Remember that less is more. We'll go ahead and we'll contact you. I'll see about getting you on the show.
Yeah. Now I don't. Okay. Well. Oh yeah. And I didn't make the co-host tonight, so you can't see if there's anybody there, or can you see?
I can see that there are two participants. I can't see the meeting controls.
Okay. Oh man. Oh well. I let Ira go. And I'm listening to it through YouTube, and I'm getting it like 15 seconds later.
Oh, that's got using.
Oh, so anyway, let's get into some of these topics. We talk about our technical issues here. So I saw this thing, and I listened to the lady's podcast, and I guess this lady has a couple of omnidities. I mean, I think she's overweight because she sounds like she's an overweight lady, and her name is what is her name? I know her last name is McDonald, I think I put her first name in there. Let me go look at my notes here. Because I looked at it and then oh, here we go. Okay, let me go back up here and let's go look at her name. Okay, comedian Heather McDonald. How could I forget Heather? Heather McDonald. Right. So I guess she went on stage and she was starting to tell a joke, and it was about the virus, and then she fell over, and then people thought it was a part of the show.
Oh my!
They say, hey, we came to laugh. She she's doing like some heavy stunts here, and then they realized, well, maybe that's not a part of the show. So I guess some nurse that was in the audience or something came up and resuscitated her, and then they took her to the hospital and found that she was dehydrated. And
but I bet you first off they figured it was the coronavirus thing. Yeah. But she had been double jabbed, and she even got the one for is it shingles? Shingles, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And my mother had shingles, and I think she was around like 62, 63, something like that. And but I'm thinking, like, if you have chicken pox, can you get shingles? Where and that's probably so. Even if you had just chicken pox, you could still get shingles. Right.
Yes, apparently so. See, the you know how we're always being told to trust the science. Well, we were told that if you go ahead and expose your kids and expose your friends and expose your friends' kids and expose your kids' friends to chicken pox, that they're not going to get shingles later on in life. So we used to have exposure parties. What you'd end up doing is getting all these folks together with the chicken pox. And I remember, man, I was 9 years old and I had this little neighbor kid, and I says, so I can't come out and play. I don't want to play today. I got chicken pox. And he says, do they have real chickens in them? I'll tell you what, I went out there and I played anyway, because that was just hilarious, man. It was too funny to pass up. So I went out there and I played anyway. Well, lo and behold, we got the whole neighborhood sick with chicken pox. And later on down the road, about 10, 15 years later, I had kept in touch with some of the folks from the hood. And there were probably 3 or 4 folks that had gotten shingles. And like I say, they had been exposed to the chicken pox. So
wow.
So, I don't know. I mean, even though you trust the science and things like that, and they go to school for these things, and they pay a lot of good money for their education. And so it is interesting to find out later on down the line that, oh yeah, you can get shingles. And then of course the science kind of catches up with real life. And well, lo and behold, you can get shingles after getting the chicken pox virus, or even the vaccine for that matter.
By the way, let me ask you, did we start late tonight?
I think we started a little late. I think we started actually right on time, probably around 3 after 6, or I didn't look at the time.
Wow, I'm thinking like time is flying, man. It's like it's crazy today. Time is flying so quick. Because say that again.
Oh, I was just going to say I've experienced a lot of that, and I think a lot of folks are going to start experiencing some of that. And in fact, in the Bible, it talks very clearly and specifically in the book of Revelation about God shortening the time. I don't know if that's what's going on with us today, but oh yeah, I can tell you what, this day has flown by, ladies and gentlemen. It's already going to be Thursday before you know it, but we will get to tomorrow. Tomorrow's the hump day, the middle of the week.
Middle of the week, yes. Now, okay, so she was dehydrated, and I had a friend, Tony was dehydrated. Like, he lives in Texas, and they had to put him in a hospital and shoot him up full of liquids and stuff like that. And I guess that gets, I don't know if it gets more prevalent as you get older or what. I try to, I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and try to, keep myself a little bit hydrated. but sometimes I wonder if I'm doing like a good enough job, because it's if you drink enough water, it should naturally thin out your blood, where you don't need any high blood pressure pills or aspirins or anything, because you're filling your cells up with water, and because your body is 70% water, if you're eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, that should cover it.
Absolutely,
but
folks.
I have a feeling that this lady, just from listening to your voice and hearing how heavy set she is, I have a feeling that fruits and vegetables is not in her diet.
Well, it could be that comedians like her. I've known quite a few, and fruits and vegetables are not in all of their diets for sure. And a lot of them drink over excessive amounts of coffee, and that will act as diuretic. That'll dehydrate you.
Yes, I thought about that. Yeah. And then was it you?
So it is quite interesting.
I think it was the cab driver saying, like, people drink Pepsi and other types of soft drinks, and they say that, well, I put some ice in it, so it must be water. But then that's another drain on the water supply.
I got to tell you, Johnny, that's kind of like me saying, Johnny, I drink plenty of water as long as it's got coffee in it. No, I'm sorry, Johnny, that just doesn't work like that.
Yeah, and
so she dehydrated then. She ended up not having the coronatus incursion, huh?
Yeah. And so I don't know. Wait, I keep hearing these. I'm sorry, I keep hearing these noises. I'm going over and my Zoom is not working right either. I hate this. It's not. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry. My Zoom is not acting right, and I haven't fixed it. So if you're in the waiting room, I apologize, people, because my Zoom is not giving me a full view of what's happening here, and I'll fix it tonight after the show. But okay, now the next one, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan was acting like Howard Stern, and I don't ever remember Howard Stern apologizing, because he was just repeating. Howard Stern was just repeating the inward in the rap songs, and he was just reciting the words in the rap song. Now, Joe Rogan, he should have never. You're doing radio, you're doing theater of the mind, and I guess once you get these people a string or they're hanging with it, and so I would have never apologized to these banditos, council banditos. I would have just went on with my business. Hey, it was that show. And then Spotify. Did you know Spotify is not owned by an American company? I think it's a Swedish
company, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm kind of, well, how did they learn so much about freedom of speech being in Sweden?
It is interesting. In Sweden, I've been made to understand that they have pretty much all but co-opted any freedoms that they've ever had. They were one of the first countries to go ahead and their culture and their country to folks that didn't quite believe the same things that they believe. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of Stockholm syndrome going on, from what I understand, in Sweden today, where you've got individuals who have different lifestyles, and they happen to hold different values and moral structures when it comes to women. So women are treated somewhat like property, and
is that right?
If the guy wants something, he's going to go ahead and get that thing. Yeah. And so, in Sweden, that's something that happens quite often, from what I'm made to understand.
Yeah. This is not on our topics, but I just heard about this and it cracked me up. Okay, you know that Zuckerman came up with this virtual room, right?
Okay.
Where you put on the glasses and you're walking around in this virtual room. Well, this lady, she got virtual gang raped in a virtual room.
Virtually, that is not only disgusting, it's
can you just disconnect?
You're right.
You're right, but she kept on. You could see her in the virtual room. This guy, he connected with her, and he's raping her, I guess, in
Doing
the
his
virtual
thing,
world.
right?
And
Right.
she's yelling like, "Get off of me!" I'm thinking like, it's a virtual world. It's not real. Disconnect. So
Right.
they never said, okay, well, what if somebody does something? What if there's a idiot in the room and he's doing something crazy to other people? I guess they didn't discuss that part when Zuckerman was putting together this virtual room, because you want to think like maybe everybody's kind of semi-normal, maybe. But
Wow.
after some of these games they come out with these killing games and stuff like that, I don't know how he could have been cut. Let's see, what is that called? Cut off his feet, or what is that called? Caught left foot, or whatever that terminology is when you're cut off guard.
I can't come up with it.
Caught left-handed, left-footed. I don't know. It's some kind of like.
Caught flat-footed.
Yes, caught flat-footed. Yes. So, so that like it wasn't on this, but I heard this right after I sent out our list, and I said, "Come on, that's just wild." So I think it's somewhere on the YouTube somewhere. Maybe I'll go looking for it, and I don't know, bring the sound effect. But the big sound effect in Denver that's going around is this lady who's 68 years old on the school board saying, "Can we just go home? Can I just go home?" I guess the meeting was going so late that she wanted to go home. And now there's teachers being made in that school district with the words, "Can I just go home?" So
it's actually fascinating. Our children are our future, and we, the parents who have children in school, have pretty much all but signed our freedoms and our liberties away to the school boards, thus allowing for all kinds of neat stuff like this to happen. The schools now dictate how often the children get to go to school, and when they're in school, they dictate the health conditions that the kids are fortunate or unfortunate enough to live under. And it doesn't seem like there's too much in the way of regulation. Why? There's a story that I'm following, and I'll get some more info on this, but I'm going to go ahead and take the liberty of mentioning it while we're on the subject of schools. Berthoud Elementary has I think it's probably a heat exchanger part. I'm sure I'm going to be corrected, and I do invite that correction. But there's a heat exchanger part that's out. It's on back order. And instead of allowing the parents of the children to find out, hey, look, we've got some broken stuff in our furnace. Why don't we hold off on having the kids come in? Instead, they went ahead and they let the parents bring the kids on down and go ahead and sign in so that the money, which is divided out between the school districts from the state, could still be collected. Because if you sign a certain quota of kids in, well, the parents couldn't take them home because, by golly, they had to go to work. And so they signed their kids over to us, instead of giving the parents the choice, hey, stuff's broken, the classroom is 50 degrees. And from what I understand, yesterday, a couple of the teachers were issued space heaters to keep their rooms warm enough to, teach in and that kind of thing. One of the teachers was issued a couple of space heaters, and one of them didn't work. So I went ahead and I called the principal of Berthoud Elementary yesterday, see if I could get a little bit of comment so that we could share the adventure and the journey that they're going through to help to serve the community. I didn't get a call back. I wonder why.
No, man. Yeah, well, these school boards are getting too much power, and it's all about their staying in power and control. And I guess parents, we got to step up. And we fell asleep for a while, and a lot of things were happening that we didn't know about. And now that we know, is like a lot of parents are waking up and wanting to take charge with their kids' I guess, education, because we're finding out some of these teachers don't have the students' best interest in mind, and that is very sad.
That's
that this is
absolutely
happening.
right. And folks, you can reach us at 720-324-7278 with any comment that you may have.
Mhm.
You can also reach us via email at info@innervisionfm.com.
And give the show a thumbs up and share it. We got 2 more subscribers.
Hey, all right.
And we thank you for joining us. The last thing I want to talk about is Dreamland. They're doing a concert, and I'm gonna have to talk to the guys about. I got to have them update their picture because they have the picture on their website that's 8 years old. And I said,
wow.
come on, you guys, you got to update your picture. I know. It's like, So anyway, we're gonna do a concert on February the 24th. It's gonna be a variety concert. It's gonna be some indie artists. I think 2 rap. Well, Dreamland rap group, and then this other rapper, and then another artist who's a singer. I think it's gonna be 2 females and 2 hip hop artists. So it's gonna be at the Roxy Theater on Walton Street here in Denver, Colorado. Get your tickets. They're $12, but you can get this coupon for, let's see, with the coupon Dreamland 813, and that's my lucky number. And you put in that code, and you can get $2 off the ticket. You go to Afton, myafton.com/Innervision. Oh no, /Dreamland Music. And that's MUZIK. MUZIK for music.
So that's Afton.
My Afton, yeah.
Okay.
My Afton, and then that's AFTON,
Okay.
and then .com Dreamland Music, and that's MUZIK.
All right.
Just put in that code, and you get $2 off. The code is 813. You get $2 off. So anyway, so let's, I guess, end the show with one of the songs. This is the album I edited. Now they say they're going to edit the next album, but we it's taking some time. But it's probably going to be the album that's going to be coming out in August. Is going to be one version that's for the adults and one version for the younger people.
All right. Join us February 24th at the Roxy Theater in Denver, Colorado for these guys, Dreamland, and their different recording artists that they'll have.
Yes. Okay. And this is the song. This is by I think it's name 2EZ. Yeah, 2EZ and the crew here. Okay. And the song is "Tell Me What You Want." We'll see you guys later. All right.
So tell me what you need. You need it, I got it, baby. So come to work for me. Got a thing that I do with the mic, it's off the Richter scale. I rock them shows like you can't tell. I do it until there's nothing left. I smoke it, I hit it, and then I hold my breath. I got you tripping. I'm out the mixtape. I like them eyes, once you get in your system. I gotta come get it, baby, so tell me what you want. I ain't got a lot of time, but I know just what you want. So don't play these games for a pimp like me. For me fast to death, and then like me. I gotta come get it, baby, so tell me what you want.
Stupid with it. I say, hey girl, what what it do? It's your boy Deuce. Since you got me on that level where I ain't hearing this. Ooh, when I just wanna lay it down, beat that booty up and round, body like a Coke bottle. Oh, tonight it's going down. I'm looking for a text and you look like my flame.